It's so bright out here. It's so pretty. Hi.
Hi, babe.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. We are in Breckenridge,
We are.
Colorado.
It's snowing right now.
I wish you guys could see what we're looking at right now. It's beautiful. I'm really winded. Hang on, the elevation. But we wanted to sit and just talk to you guys for a minute about infertility. And we've gotten a lot of questions over, has it impacted our marriage? What it's been like? Has it impacted our relationship? And I think that we would be lying to say that it hasn't impacted us in some capacity.
Yeah.
We don't have a script.
No script. We're completely off the cuff. Here we go.
Woo! I would say the first thing that I've noticed in our marriage with infertility has been that it's given us more emotional awareness, I think, of each other. Just like there's good days and there's hard days, there's bad days and there's great days. And I think it's really taught us to yield to that, to recognize that. Not that we weren't before, but it's also been really hard. There have been a lot of moments of feeling like less than, not enough.
Yeah. I think it's given us the ability to be more in tune with it and to just recognize. And then obviously like infertility is a hard thing. And so the wife is going to struggle in different ways than the husband. And the husband's going to struggle in different ways than the wife. And so just remaining vigilant about those struggles and coming alongside your partner and supporting them in whatever way they need to be loved or whatever way they need to be just supported. So I think your senses around that are heightened to realize what your partner needs in that season.
Before we went to the doctors and before we got all the answers that we were looking for and praying for, there were a lot of months where he didn't know what to do to help me through that, because infertility is like you go 3 weeks thinking like it could be this month, I could get pregnant this month, and then the 4th week comes and you get your period and you're just devastated, and then it's like a whole week of just you're sad, you're in the dumps, you're trying to get back out of that. And at first he didn't really know how to help me. He knew how to be there for me, but he didn't know how to fix the problem, because he's naturally such a fixer, because most men are, and this was something that he couldn't fix. It was like an invisible enemy, so to say. And so I think at first that really put a little strain, not on our marriage.
I reverted back to something that we heard in premarital counseling that really stuck with me. Most men are fixers, and most men want to see a problem, figure out a solution, and fix it. And something that I learned in premarital counseling was asking the question, do you want me to fix it or do you want me to listen? And so taking that approach, like there were a ton of moments where she just wanted me to listen.
Yeah.
And had I not received that wisdom in premarital counseling, I'm just going to be out here trying to fix everything. And guess what? By yourself, on your lonesome, you cannot fix infertility. So a lot of our journey, she just wanted me to listen to her concerns, listen to her hurt, listen to her excitement if there was a moment of excitement. So yeah, men don't focus so much on being just a fixer. Sometimes just listen, and that can help your wife in those situations.
Yeah, no, and that's so true. Like that was something that I'm so glad we learned that in premarital counseling, because it really was a game changer for us. And men are just naturally wanting to be the solution. They want to be the problem solver, and when they can't in this capacity, I think it can put a strain on a marriage. I think statistically speaking, I pulled this up on my phone, it said that couples who are unsuccessful in their fertility treatments are up to 3 times more likely to end their relationship. Here's the difference though. We have Holy Spirit, we have the God in this relationship, we are a Christ-centered marriage, and so I think God has really used this to grow us closer together. Have there been moments where he hasn't understood how to love me and I've been sitting in that sorrow and struggling? Absolutely. Like there have been more than I can even keep track of those moments, because that's just the nature of this journey. Like it's not a fun journey to be on in any capacity. And I think just watching the Lord teach us and grow us as a wife and as a husband in this journey has been so sweet, and it is something that not many people are talking about. We've done a couple podcasts over our infertility journey and just really getting to share the real and the raw of it, because it's hard to find people that are willing to open up about it. And I get it. It's like a super vulnerable, uncomfortable topic.
It's not fun. It's not what I wish we were talking about.
No, and you never think it's going to be you, right? Like we got married and we were like, oh my gosh, we're going to get pregnant on our honeymoon, and then that didn't come, and then you know the story. So
the month after month after month, it continues to stack up, and I think that we lived in denial for a little bit of like, no, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. We never saw that success, but we're firm believers that that our fertility journey is gonna be a only God moment. Like only God can do it. It's where He gets the glory, not our own success, or and so that's what we're believing in and praying for and just standing on.
Yeah. I think that's so good. And just trusting that his timing is perfect and
Yeah.
letting him use this season to grow us closer together. You know, there was something that I realized the other day, and it was that we are getting more time together. We're getting more time because we had a short engagement. We had a short dating phase, and we're getting to spend so much time together before God brings us a child, whatever that looks like, whether that's through conception or adoption. And we just trust that his plan is perfect. And I think in that season, you have to have God. Like, the only way that you can grow closer together in infertility is to have Jesus Christ as the center of your marriage. I mean, I can say, like, if I didn't have the Holy Spirit and we didn't have God in this marriage, I think it would have put a lot of strain on us in some sense. But I mean, if anything, it's brought us closer. And I feel like I am so quick to now pick up on his emotions, because men deal with feelings too. Like, it's not just the woman. And I think so many people think it's just the female that's crying. It's just the female that carries the burden. It's just the female that...
No, we don't.
You look like Tom Selleck. I love it. I'm digging the mustache.
Can you press pause for a second? Can I wear my hat in this?
You can wear your hat in this.
Yeah, okay.
Oh gosh. Here we are. That is happening.
We're in the mountains.
That is happening right now.
Carry on.
As I was saying, men feel things too. Men
Okay.
have emotions too. You've had your moments trying not to laugh. He's had his moments where, like, he's felt the burden, because we've both been going to fertility doctors. We've both gotten not so great answers. We've both gotten this or this, you know, and it's not just the women who carry the burden.
No, for sure. Especially like with our specific journey, like, you know, our failure point in conception is it has to do with me, which a man struggles differently with that. It's one of those things, like, I'm actually glad that it's me, because I process things differently than her, and I don't want her to beat herself up that she's the failure point of our conception journey.
Well, it's both of us.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's the majority is me, and so, you know, I'm actually thankful for that, because I would rather bear that burden than have you bear it and deal with that how I deal with things, rather than have her beat herself up about it. And I think that's just you know, a man's approach in a marriage is, I would rather have the weight on my back than have it on hers.
Which says so much about your heart. And that's the thing, is, like, I don't even know that you were planning on sharing that. We definitely didn't talk about any of this before this video, but, you know, that's a very common thing where, you know, I think when you walk through infertility, people always assume it's the woman, and it can be, but it can also be the men. And so, yeah, we've both been on our own fertility journey to get back to be able to have babies.
Healthy babies.
His next fertility appointment next week, so we're really expectant and excited, and
Yeah.
God's been doing a lot in him. But yeah, overall, I think just remembering to keep Christ as the center, because if you don't, then I don't know how you're going to navigate that.
Yeah.
Because that's that's just
Definitely the only thing that's gotten us through our struggles, and I think it's the only thing that has made either of us bearable to be around through like hard struggles. I think that's
It's hard.
That's the key to this.
And
Yeah.
it's a part of our testimony, and we get excited when we talk about it, because we realize that it's not over and God is not done.
Yeah.
And he's just beginning, and as hard and uncomfortable and wearisome as it can feel, if it's not good, God's not done. And so we have faith. Anyways, I love you.
I love you too.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend.
Okay, I think that's it for now.
I'm gonna go chop logs.
We're gonna go and play out in the snow. Bye.